Hello, hello. What it be, what it do? Be real, I am exhausted today. The last 2 days I've actually been working. Believe it or not, I go outside. um, I I was told by my dad that I needed to help him at a job. You don't know, my dad's a construction worker. I've said this before a few times. Don't talk about it often because I normally don't ever need to. But he needed some help. So I went out to help him. I didn't know it was gonna be a 2 day job. So I did it all of yesterday. I started at like 8 in the morning and then didn't get home until 6 p.m. Ate dinner, went to bed. I was exhausted. Today, we didn't have to do a whole lot. So I'm not as exhausted as I was yesterday, but I'm still pretty tired. So I just want to get started and get going with this. New feature server, Bob Maze. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna make this literally a highlight on YouTube for the YouTube VOD channel. You guys don't know how I normally do YouTube VOD channel stuff is if it's normally like an under hour long, it probably will most likely be a highlight. I will not be playing the server that long today, and I will explain why. So, you guys may be thinking, oh, this is probably his first time loading into the server. It's not. But it's actually not my first time loading into this server. This is actually going to be my second time. Also, hello, Furistic. Why is my chat overlay not on? There it goes. This is going to be my second time. So, let me give you some context. It was funny enough that I was going to do work for YouTube stuff. I was like, alright, I got the motivation right now, let's do it. I Am Pizza's DMs me, and he goes, hey, there's a new feature server. Would you like to try it out with me and some friends? And I'm like, excuse me? Hello? So we tried it out, gave it a shot, and it's not to say I didn't have fun. I have some, I think, pretty fair criticisms that I'll talk about after I say what the server is and everything. Oh, it also has its own custom music and shit. So, oh, I also can't use, why is my FOV so bad? Oh, sorry, I was doing YouTube shit. You guys know the drill, YouTube shit. People lower their FOVs like crazy. Man, what the fuck was my FOV before? Oh god, I don't remember. Was it 90 something or was it 80? Oh fuck, I don't actually remember my FOV. I know it was definitely an 80 or 90 range. And I was an 84. Was it 87.60? Maybe. Might have been 94 point. No. Shit, I don't know if I remember. Also, they increased the FOV to. Oh wait, I think it's always been like. I will just do 86.80 and go with that. It's probably not the right FOV that I normally play at, but we'll play for now. So, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is this server? So, this is pretty much, think of Soulsteel, right? Think of Soulsteel, but there is only one dungeon per day, and once you finish that dungeon, there's no point in even playing the server after that. That is what the server is. I will go into a little bit of detail on some stuff. Let me just, why is my skins not working? I don't know, I loaded into Minecraft today and it doesn't seem like anything really wanted to load today. And I don't actually know why. Okay, well this loaded, fine. Let me just go find my skin, I guess, real quick. This server does not work with custom skins, which one criticism, and this is still another criticism I have towards Soulsteel. Why can't I use my custom skin? Why? It actually doesn't make sense to me on why I shouldn't be able to do that. I don't get it. Soulsteel is the first server to not allow that, and this server is now the second server to not allow that. I don't quite understand why, but fuck if I know, honestly. So let me explain to you this server kind of in a way where I feel like it's easy. So you have a huge hub, right? You have a shop over there, which is basically cosmetic stuff, which I do actually have a few cosmetic stuff. I go to wardrobe. You have like, you know, I have like Apparently this glyph here is kind of like an icon you have on the side of your name. It's pretty cool. You have a few skins for your your power-ups that you collect. You have a bunch of other cosmetics here as well that exist.
Heuristic says they don't allow it because Microsoft and Mojang are involved with the server's creation.
That's kind of what I assumed, but I didn't flat out say. What the fuck did I just hear? Oh yeah, so you have a bunch of different power-up. God damn, I really hear everything. Oh, by the way, huge tip if you're playing this server for the first time. I recommend you go to your audio. You see this little sound thing here? Yeah, this sound thing, I think from my understanding, controls a lot of this. I believe. I think even this globally, it controls all of this. Yeah, turn this down to just cut it in half. Generally, just cut. You'll thank me later. you will thank me later. Anyways, you have a bunch of power-ups. You can actually test drive them. This is like X-ray. You get to see like shit like this. Oh, and I guess I'm overthinking this. The gimmick to this server is you are small. You're small and everything is huge as shit. And yeah, you're going through dungeons and shit, and there's like big mobs and stuff. So let me just hop in and I'll kind of explain things, I guess, as we go along. I think the last thing I have to explain is you also have your ability manager. You have all the abilities here. You even have the upgrade store to buy another ability slot. You can even upgrade your own abilities. And by the way, abilities cost these qubits, which you gain qubits from playing the game. You can also just pay money to fully upgrade. Why am I muted in Discord? What the fuck? Okay. So yeah, as you can see, the dungeon reset. So this one's called the Chambers of Chaos. I haven't actually played this one today, so let's actually hop in. I didn't play yesterday's, but I did play the day where it was released to everybody. So yeah, I'm a little intrigued and see what this today's is. So it's kind of the same concept of Soul Steel, where you're going into a dungeon. There's a bunch of puzzles you need to complete, and there's also whatchamacallit. Of course, you have power-ups. You only have 4 available right now. This one is X-ray. This one I fucking forget. This one is a jump boost. Essentially, you jump higher, and then this one's speed. I actually forget what this one is. I actually don't remember. Oh, it's a shield ability. Yeah, it makes you not take damage. So the abilities are very very less lenient. As you can see, you queue into a lobby of multiple people. That will be my first criticism in a second. I will explain why. Why is my skin broken again? The fuck? What the fuck happened to my skin? Bruh. Maybe Bedrocks is broken for me. I'll probably reload after we're done with this. But, so, right away, you have your first power-up when you walk over there. We already have it. So, starting off, so, at the top of your screen, eventually you... Oh, by the way, there's this huge zombie. Look at him. Can you not stomp me? Thank you. I believe there's a bunch of, yeah, you can find a bunch of chests. So you find these chests, you punch them, you gain a bunch of resources. You find pots, you punch them, you gain a bunch. Yeah, essentially you open a bunch of chests and loot, and you gain a little bit of, I think it's just score. The more resources you collect, the more score you have available. Let's help this guy out, actually. Let's help you guys out. There you go. So as you can see, there is pressure plates that require more than one person to open. There's also higher rarity chests you can gain as well. Of my understanding, like I said, the green marker is a marker to be able to know how far you are in the dungeon. The bar that is there is, I think, how much loot each individual has collected, I believe, or if it's just me. I don't know. From my understanding, it's just kind of loot. You have ability. You also have cookies. Cookies allow you to heal, because you only have 3 hearts, because, you're small. There's different puzzles. This is actually a new puzzle. I've not seen this one yet. Essentially, you're just placing different colored blocks. He's getting that one, so he's got that down, so we're able to move on. God damn, can you fucking shut up? Like I said, the audio is very loud for no reason. That's, definitely one of my criticisms, is that I think the audio needs to be definitely tweaked, even though, I feel like I shouldn't have to manually lower my audio. I feel like I shouldn't do that. Oh, another cookie. I think they can stack. Yeah, they can stack. I want someone to hit it again. There you go, thank you. Alright, nice. So, here's kind of my main problem with this server that I feel like needs to be addressed at some point in their development. I'm hoping they fix it eventually. You might have noticed with the pressure plate mechanic, you need one or two people to... You need two or more people to possibly step on certain things like that. Well, guess what? Most pressure plates either have a one-person requirement, a two-person requirement, 3 or 4. This one has 4, for example. So you want to know what that means? If everybody were to die, which you can see the players, how many players there are on the top right. You can also see if you have VIP and your score. If let's say for example you're deep into a run and majority of your players die and you only have 3 people, every pressure plate that requires 4 people just stays as 4, meaning you can literally no longer complete. Also, this is new. They actually say in chat who's moved forward. That's new. That wasn't there when I first played, so that's cool. We just going forward for real. Let's get this shit on the road. Okay. Anything I need to be worried of? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. But yeah, you can also see when people die and such. That's kind of something you can see a lot. As you can see, a lot of people are dying, unfortunately. You have 11 people left, though. That's open. Very cool. Yeah, X-ray, for example, I can essentially just see literally everything that's here. Give me this. Yeah, I can see all the pots. I can see all of the chests that haven't been opened yet. It's pretty cool. It's a cool idea. But yeah, like I was saying with the... Oh, that's TNT. Like I was saying with the pressure plates, though. They're very... It's very odd to me that this is one of the first... Not the first server that doesn't support solo play. But in a case where... Actually press that. That's crazy. That's a cookie. How many can you hold? I don't know if I can hold 3. Alright, cool. By the way, each item is kind of universal, or it's client-sided, so essentially that cookie I just picked up, he can also pick up a cookie as well, which I think is cool. I think it's cool they allowed that, but my only one thing with multiplayer is that if you are pretty much soft-locked out of getting certain things, that kind of doesn't really make me want to play the game solo majority of the time. Ooh. Yeah, you need somebody. Oh, well. Ooh, that's a creeper. What do I have? I can hold and throw. What am I throwing it at, though? What color do I even have? Oh, I have blue. I have blue. Okay, so what do I... So I've never done this puzzle before, so I actually don't know where I... Oh, I see. So you can, like, finesse the creepers, by the way. Like, you can dodge them and maneuver around them. And then zombies kind of have, like, a set path that they walk. So here's this criticism. This takes 2 people, meaning I literally need to wait to access this. So I'm just gonna go in here, because he's already opened this for me. I need you to move the fuck out of the way so you don't get us killed. This is red, so I'm just gonna go over here. Throw that there. I got his Juki? No, I'm far enough. Yeah, see, he literally needs me to be over here to be able to grab this. Like, that's the thing, like, you pretty much get soft locked out of completing some objectives, especially the main objectives. I don't know if those necessarily... Oh, fuck. Hey, man, I kind of want this. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Hey, can you, like, not? Bruh. Thank you. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can really do with the creepers whenever they attack. They kind of just attack you. You can't really combat that, unfortunately. Where the fuck are the rest of these? Like, hello? Are they above? There's no, I will say there's no really time limit to these like Soul Still kind of is. There's no time limit, I mean you can just complete them at your own pace. So if you want to take all of your sweet time in the world, you can. There's also no fall damage. It's me and like, well, I think there's one guy with me and the rest are just far behind. Yeah, it's this guy. I don't even know where the other two... Oh, are they further ahead? The fuck? I have no idea. They're somewhere. Who knows where they are? But I'm with this guy here. So, another criticism I kind of have, and I'm hoping they change this eventually, is the lack of replayability. Like, and I know it's kind of a odd thing to say, because it's like, but Aiden, there's a dungeon that resets every single day. What do you mean there's no replayability? Well, contradictory to belief, I find Soulsteel's way of just adding new dungeons very huge replayability than this server's randomly generated sections that are only one per day, and if you've already completed a dungeon, you literally cannot, like, you know, you can't do anything else after that. Oh my god, 2 people. Are you serious? It's just me and this one guy. Alright. Like, for example, with Soulsteel, I grind it on a regular, like, we're talking maybe, like, it's not the main server I grind, of course, like Hive, so we're talking maybe, like, once a week at this rate. Mainly because they haven't really been updated, haven't really cared. Did he just die again? Oh, return to the plot. Okay, he's not dead. Cool. I'm only on the hard mode dungeon of Soulsteel. With this, there's not really a difficulty. Like, look at this. We're soft locked out of this. We literally cannot even obtain that. That's something we can't even obtain. This over here has already been opened because they've gone already so far and then died. Like, some people can just speedrun ahead, but the problem with speedrunning ahead is you can't really obtain a whole lot of stuff, unfortunately. And like I said, this server is again like that whole like dungeon crawler aspect like Soulsteel was, where it's like, oh, you go into a dungeon, you gotta collect loot, and you get out with the loot. Here's kind of my issue with collecting the loot though. I've noticed that there's not really a point of like getting a high score, like with Soulsteel, for example. I keep mentioning Soulsteel because this is what I think Soulsteel gets right that this server doesn't. With Soulsteel, you have rankings. Each dungeon has a ranking from F to S+. This server doesn't have any of that. The most you're gonna get out of this server is by the Discord community, and essentially you just see who can get the higher score for that day, or the highest speed run, aka who can complete a dungeon the quickest. That's all you're really gonna get in terms of like a replayability, in terms of speed running and like higher score. Record-breaking shit. There's a lot more puzzles than there were the other day. Holy crap. Did I Neo this? Yeah, alright. Oh. Really good Neoing. Red. I could probably Neo this as well. Oh, fuck. That's fine, we got a chest. Wharf. Can we get back up? Oh, we can. I'm gonna beat him to it by Neoing. I just feel like Neo. Is he just gonna get to it? Fuck, he is. Alright, whatever. Whatever, dude. So yeah, we literally can't even open those because we have only 2 of us, therefore we just can't open shit. Now, I will say I do think this server is cool, like in terms of like its concept. You know, you're small in a big world. There's of course the dungeons that you have to, you know, get by and such. There's big obstacles and small. From my understanding, though, a lot of kind of the puzzles and stuff are somewhat random, but they're all kind of the same. But it's like some of the puzzles I've seen, of course, are the pressure plate ones, the wool ones, and the crafting table ones. Because sometimes they'll lay out like a crafting table kind of layout for you, and you have to kind of craft an item. So you have to go get the respective items. So it's kind of similar to the wool one in a way. In the back here, chest. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Ooh, almost jumping onto that. I want to get more score, bro. This guy's going way too ahead of me. Bro, gotta slow down for real. And he opened it. Alright. Guess I'll go back to where he is. Alright. So yeah, you can see the gameplay loop is essentially this. Now here's kind of another thing. It plays kind of slow. Same, again, I mentioned Soul Steel a lot because to me Soul Steel is a lot more better. Think of, if you look at Soul Steel gameplay, you are always active, you are always running. Like, to me, that's what I love about Soul Steel, is that active speedrunning where I feel like I'm always actively thinking, I'm always actively doing something. Also, you can see the music changes when you get further over here. Like, I feel like I'm always actively doing something with Soul Steel. With this server, it feels like it's always blatantly the same, because I know near the end here, oh, I'm just going to do a fuck ton of parkour. So we're going to do a fuck ton of parkour. It's the same old puzzles. It's like, there's not a whole lot of thinking going on it. You know, there's not a whole lot really necessarily going on either, that I would argue. Can I hop on top of this? No, you cannot. Alright, I'm just gonna hop back then. Can I go anywhere else? No. Interesting. Where are we supposed to go? I guess back. There doesn't seem to be anything here. At least I can see. I'm not gonna risk it. I will just use the chain. It's not. Oh, he fell in the void. Are you for real? You're telling me it's only me now? Oh my god, bruh. Alright, well, I do. Oh, I thought I didn't jump for a second. Yeah, I will admit. Oh, I'll run the. God damn it. Yeah, no, so there is a kind of a border. So we do gotta hurry up now. God damn it. Should be fine. Yeah, alright. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, I'm actually doing other shit right now. Okay. Is this it right here? There's 3! Oh my god, I'm screwed. I'm actually so cooked. I didn't think there was 3. That's fine. We'll get through it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's gotta be one up here. Yep, there's one right there. Is there another one somewhere? I don't know. God fucking damn it. Ah. Oh, we're so dead here. We're so actually cooked. I don't know where all of them would be. No, dude. I have one cookie, but I don't think that's gonna... Oh, there's another cookie over here. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Unfortunately, it's really foggy. I gotta play my cookies wisely here. I need to find this other one, but I don't know where it's gonna be. Would it just be down here? Or is this the one that's lit up? I gotta eat this. This is the one that's lit up. Fuck, dude. I don't know where the other one would be. Over here? The fuck? Oh, it is here. Oh my god, go. Peel it! Go! It's fucking here now! I don't have time for that. Oh my god! Is there a cookie? Cookie! 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 I need it! Oh, fuck. How does one get to the cookie? Neo. Go! Yeah. We're fine. Mad at this bitch, mad at this bitch, mad at this bitch, mad at this bitch. Oh! Oh my god, we actually made it. Alright. I can't believe we lived that solo. So yeah, literally, besides from that middle crate, I literally can't even get the 200 chests because my teammates died. So, with a completion, of course, you get different scorings. Depending on your score is the amount of qubits you get and the amount of ability XP, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Let's return to the plot. The good old plot. And by the way, in case people are wondering, this is the only stream I will do on this server until they make some big changes. I don't think this server is as dog shit as I would say Mineville, Lifeboat, and I think those are really the only two I would say. Of course, I don't support CubeCraft, so I just don't play CubeCraft. I don't know. I've said I don't support CubeCraft. My understanding, I've heard a lot of things that they've kind of laid off some staff at some point, and I just didn't keep up with it. And then, like, they've got a lot of the shit that I've hated addressed somewhat. From my understanding, there's not like a creator role or creator thing anymore, or creator program at all, like at all. Like, I think some people still have content rings, but I don't think they're looking for any new creators. So it's like there's still that. But I think in general, I might try CubeCraft at some point again. I don't know. In terms of this server though, only doing one stream on it, because here's kind of a problem. After we finish that dungeon, like aka the maze is what they're calling it, that's it. I have to literally wait until tomorrow to keep playing. Unlike Soulsteel, where you're constantly grinding, there's constantly always things to work for, things to do, different dungeons to play. With this, I have to just play it once, and then here's the only replayability. You have the shops over here, which also, let me just show you this. You have VIP for this server. Like, why? Why do you need this? And also, they do it weirdly. You can buy VIP for 3 days, 7 days, and 30 days. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's just to make it cheaper. I don't know. And the hub title you get for it, or the starter bundle, is I paid for this title. That is the best they could come up with. I don't know, dude. You do have stuff for qubits, and I would say the stuff for qubits is actually really cool. Like, you have costumes, you have pets as well. You have trails. You actually have skins for each of like your abilities. Glyphs, like I said, on the side. I would say the stuff you can actually get for free is pretty sick. I would say it's really cool. Like the suits you get, like different cosmetics you can obtain, the pets for like your abilities. I would say it's awesome. I would say that's the best part in terms of like stuff you can purchase on the server that's actually free. Here's kind of my gripe with the server in general though, in terms of replayability. Their kind of replayability factor is you can upgrade the abilities you obtain by getting XP for them or just buying them for $1, which, I'm gonna be real, you are a fucking loser if you buy your levels with $1 for this server, because I don't actually know why you would do that. It is actually very easy to gain qubits. I literally just did that run first try. I did that first try. And I didn't even have any friends with me. And it's easier to do stuff in COD. I did that first try. So, I don't know what to tell you. The only caveat that I would say you would want to do that is when you level your abilities, each ability has a different perk they obtain once they hit levels 4 and 10. But after you hit level 4 and 10, you're only really upgrading cooldown, I believe, for each of these. And then, of course, this is the upgrade store. But that's the only progression you are working towards. And there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them, and from my understanding, each each ability caps at 10. So it's like the only thing you would be working for is 40 levels of abilities, and in general, I don't even think you need to upgrade the abilities. I'm gonna be real with you. The X-ray, like on paper, you would think upgrading the abilities is an overall good thing, and it is. But in terms of a player like me who kind of is not stupid and actually knows shit, the only thing I can really find useful is just the initial thing you get at the start. Like, generally. I guess cooldown is cool and all, but for someone who's just like doesn't see a point in grinding the server, like, I don't see a point in upgrading. I don't see a point in even wanting to grind for if all I'm getting is a few catches with it, you know? I think the initial, like, for example, I've been making my rounds with just X-ray. I've been cooking with X-ray. That's all I've been using though. And the best you can come up with is speed and jump, but your separate other two, which, don't get me wrong, are useful, but if that's all you can come up with for 4 abilities is wild to me. And then the shield, I would say, is the only, like, kind of unique one, but, like, every game, like, you know, dungeon crawler type game has kind of a shield thing. I'm not really going to talk about it because I do have kind of already footage of me doing it. There are a lot of stuff you can explore in the hub. Like, for instance, if I go underground, there's like difficult like parkours. There's a parkour over here. There's actually a very own like mini game within the lobby, which, fun fact, if you're not an OG Hive player, Hive used to have the arcade, and Hive had like these lobby mini games you were able to play, you know, which I thought were cool. And this server kind of has something similar to that, where essentially you can queue up into this. The whole gimmick, I think I can play it solo, I believe. Yeah, it starts the game in there. We'll do one run of this and then we'll call it here for this server. You are stupid wild. Hi, Jonesy. Also, hello, Void. I know I saw you, I didn't say hello. $10 a month is wild, though. Yeah, definitely is. Why are you bouncy? Yeah, welcome to the server. By the way, yeah, no, like I've said, the audio is very loud, so that's why I have my volume at 50% instead of 100, because it's a fucking abysmal. Anyways, so the catch with this minigame is you're versing people, but you can actually play it solo. So the whole gimmick is you want to start at the green area and you want to make your way to the red zone. You have a certain time limit to do that, and it gets quicker as the runs go. If my understanding, this is like kind of like an endless mode. It is literally an endless mode until you complete it. And I already wild. Okay. Yeah, the only thing you could do with the creepers is juke them. So there's not really a whole lot I could have really done there necessarily. I can get up here. Is it over here? It's over here. Like, the only 2 big mobs are zombies, which have like a set path, and then creepers, which just charge at you, and the only way you can really get rid of them is by possibly juking them. I say possibly because it's pretty difficult to, but it's not impossible to pull off. Where are we going from here? Is it just down there? Couldn't I theoretically just do this? Okay. What the fuck? This game is lagging. Oh, it is lagging. What the fuck? Oh, crap. I didn't know that was how it worked. Oh, it was invisible floors. I see. What the fuck? Oh, well, this is not doable. Ah, we're fine. Where was it at? I don't even remember. It was over here somewhere. Oh, fuck. There's a zombie. Alright, we're good. That zombie almost fooled me. I only have 1 life left, bruh. Somewhere over here. Yep, knew it. Just jump up here. Yep. Wait a minute. Oh, I went the wrong way almost. We're good. It paused me for a second. I thought it was gonna fall. Oh. I was trying to neo that. Oh well. You do gain qubits for, I don't know how it's calculated, but you do. That's something else you do get. And yeah, that's the server. No, I'm not joking. I've managed to review 100% of this server within under an hour. Like, listen, if you want my honest opinion, is this a server that has potential? 100%. I've said that with Soulsteel. For example, with Soulsteel, and Soulsteel is a huge example, and I use it because it's kind of the same concept, just Soulsteel does it 10 times better. Soulsteel, I gave so many criticisms because it had a lot of kind of things that I felt like either needed to be changed, needed to be added, and since then, within under 3 months, they have managed to add 3 whole new dungeons. They've managed to add a lot of balance changes, a lot of changes for the better, a lot more replayability, and even are still addressing things that I've actually have said and actually are doing their job to address stuff. So do I believe this server can do it? It is made by the people at Game Mode 1, which if you don't know who Game Mode 1 is, they've made some very, very highly liked and popular Minecraft maps, such as these Sonic maps. They've made the official Sonic maps. I think they made a very OG official Pac-Man map I played a while back, and they are really well known right now for How to Train Your Dragon map. So they make a lot of shit from Minecraft, but they're also, even though these kind of things I'm saying are very odd to have in Minecraft, these maps, the ones I have at least played, are very good. So I know this team can cook. I know they can do well. Do I agree with the everyone else's kind of opinion where this server should just be a marketplace map? I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I can kind of see why people would say that, because let's be honest, it really does just feel like I'm playing a marketplace map, but it's multiplayer. That's generally it. Like, there's not, it's very bare bones. I've said this about Soulsteel at launch, but I mean it with this server when I say this server just doesn't have a whole lot for me to do, because I don't feel like replaying that. And then the whole catch of, oh hey, this area requires 2 people, but it's only me alive, I can't do that. Oh, these rewards they require 2 or 4 people. Oh, my entire squad is dead, I can't access them. You know, it's like, it doesn't promote solo play, it promotes co-op and cooperation, which, if you don't know me, I'm a ride or die hard solo main. I don't rely on teammates for most shit, and that's kind of why I like Hive and majority of like servers that do it right, where it feels like I can queue into a squads game, and although teammates will eventually screw me over by hogging my gens constantly, I can still do some shit, you know, I can still, you know, do stuff really well. When you make a server like this where you require cooperation, and you don't, it's not just like, what is the word? It's not a want, it's more of a need. And when you make that a full-on requirement to even like get a high score for like speedrunning and stuff, I'm not gonna want to play it. Simple as that. I don't know. I don't know, this is one of those things where it's good on paper, but they just didn't execute it correctly at launch. They do have a Discord server. I've seen that they are talking and being very active in it, so I do have high hopes for the future. I don't know if I will make more streams on this server, mainly just because it seems like a very huge rinse and repeat, but if I see them drop a very huge update within the next coming like weeks or months and it looks promising, I'll check it out again for stream. Until then, I'm good for now.